Good day everyone, we are back with another video. Banjo-Kazooie ranking all 100 Jiggies. We have ranked 30, there are 70 more to go. This is set number 4. We are doing 70 through 61. You know the ranking system. Game design, frustrating versus fun, and the whimsy axis. But before we start, I have a couple things to say. At the end of the last Jiggy ranking video, there was an extended period of static cast in front of what sounded like a breaking and entering, also known as a B&E.
I'm talking about a B&E, breaking and entering.
Followed by me, quote unquote, being kidnapped by the jinjos. Thank you to all of my viewers that reached out to me expressing concern about my safety and well-being. Do not worry, I am okay. My public statement is as follows. I have not been kidnapped. The jinjos have not contacted me, nor have I ever seen a jinjo in real life. I am not being held prisoner by the jinjos at the bottom of an old drained Victorian well with a Sony Vaio laptop and a Blue Yeti microphone. They are not forcing me to finish this ranking video under their supervision and approval while only feeding me Parmesan rinds and stale peeps. Furthermore, Will Smith is... what does that say? Will Smith is not to be trusted, and if he contacts you regarding the jinjos, you should ignore those messages. It is likely just a Nigerian prince scam, and if you follow through with this, you will end up in worse shape than a young actress in one of Bill Cosby's Jell-O Pudding Pops commercials.
If there's something you want to say to us, but maybe you can't say it right now, you might want to make some kind of a signal, like blinking your eyes a few times.
Once again, I am not being held hostage. I am acting of my own volition, and this disclaimer/interruption is not a cry for help or a signal of any kind. Now back to the Jiggy ranking video. Jiggy number 70. It's the Clanker's Tail Jiggy. There's not a ton to say about this Jiggy. Basically, you can get to it as soon as you've gone through the key at the bottom of Clanker's cavern and Clanker has risen to the water surface level. You jump on the back of Clanker and then carefully walk up the back of his tail. From there, you'll see a Jiggy on the wall behind a grate. You just have to shoot the grate with your eggs, and then you can jump inside and get the Jiggy. Easy peasy. Once again, more egg-based mechanics. The next Jiggy is in Treasure Trove Cove. Please note in the last video, I mistakenly thought that we had ranked all of the I'm sorry. I'm just so hungry. Why don't you let me go? What do you want? Oh, sorry about that. I think my internet line is crossed with my neighbor's AOL dial-up account.
You've got mail.
Where were we? That's right, Treasure Trove Cove. It's the backside Jiggy. With this Jiggy, you gotta do some razor edge platforming, jumping along some narrow ledges, and across a few floating boxes in the water. And if you miss, it's that pesky snacker again. He'll get you and scare the bejesus out of you.
Uh-oh.
As much as we all love Banjo-Kazooie, I think we can all agree, snacker. The next Jiggy is in Mumbo's Mountain. It's the Jiggy that's in the eye of Mumbo's hut in Mumbo's Mountain. This is another gimme Jiggy. This Jiggy is slightly better than the Stonehenge Jiggy because this Jiggy does a good job of leading the player to Mumbo's hut. where they'll first learn about transformations and turn into the termite. Good game design. However, the termite transformation, along with all the other transformations of Banjo-Kazooie, paint a very sad reality. The transformations and transformation-based mechanics are severely underutilized and underdeveloped in Banjo-Kazooie. But hey, how about that fat baby walrus?
Yeah, we love the fat baby walrus. Woo!
Did I say fat baby walrus?
Yeah?
Who needs the walrus when you got the pumpkin?
What, the pumpkin? Yes! Woohoo! It's the pumpkin!
That's right. It's the Well Jiggy in Mad Monster Mansion. You can get it without being a pumpkin, but let's be real, guys. You're gonna want to be that pumpkin.
Yeah!
That's right, the pumpkin. And on top of that, this Jiggy references one of the most important songs in American folklore. It goes a little something like this. There's a hole in the bucket, dear Liza, dear Liza. There's a hole in the bucket, dear Liza, a hole. The next Jiggy is taking us back to Treasure Trove Cove. It'll have you jumping more than Eddie Van Halen and a pound of Domino's finest powdered sugar. Jumping more than Tony Montana at an all-you-can-eat pineapple buffet.
Where'd you get that beauty scar, tough guy? Eating pineapple?
It's the shock pad Jiggy. This is the Jiggy that you get after you learn how to do the shock jump off the shock jump pads. You just gotta jump up a bunch of pads and then get to the Jiggy on top of the cliff. This one's not really that hard. It's just kind of annoying if you fail one of your jumps because you gotta restart. It's just teaching you and giving you some practice about doing the shock pad move. The noise is kind of cool. It sounds like a rubber band or something. The next Jiggy is in Rusty Bucket Bay. It's the Jiggy where you gotta save Snorkel the dolphin. He's stuck under an anchor. How tragic. You gotta go up inside the ship and pull the anchor up so he can get away. There's something not right about this. How is Snorkel not drowned? Mammals gotta go up to the surface of the water and take a breath. How long has Snorkel been down here? That's right, guys. I'm a serious, no-nonsense journalist asking the hard-hitting questions. You can trust me. This Snorkel's just reminding me of the jinjos. He just wants me to help him when he can help himself. Is he a zombie? Speaking of hard-hitting questions, does anyone else think Christie looks like what the penguin would if he was in real life? Where was Christie and his family when he shut down the New Jersey beaches? I see you. Here's some alliteration. Christie loves Krispy Kremes. The next Jiggy, Clanker's Cavern Grunty Switch. There's nothing special about this, it's kind of mid-tier. I just like this one because it's really satisfying when the eyes pop out, and then you gotta pop them back in and you get the Jiggy. Ooh. Next Jiggy, Mumbo's Mountain. You gotta break all those little huts. The hut's outside Mumbo's hut. There can only be one hut.
There can be only one.
Yeah, it's just another one where you get a move and you gotta practice the move and you get a Jiggy. Woohoo! The next Jiggy is in Mad Monster's Mansion. It's the Mozart, Mozand, piano Jiggy. Another one of those Simon Says Jiggies like the Tip Top Jiggy or the Pyramid Matching Game Jiggy. It's a Simon Says Jiggy, so Simon says I like it. But we got two problems here. Number one, getting inside the church is really hard. The shoes, the timer's too short. Ah! Number two, these ghosts floating around will kick your ass. Yeah. And that's 10 Jiggies down. Oh, I wonder what the next 10 will be. Could it be this one, or what about this one? Oh, what about the pumpkin? Oh, look at that. We finally got some pumpkin. Pumpkin, pumpkin, pumpkin. Yeah! If If you liked this video, please consider dropping in a like and hitting the subscribe button. It may seem like a small thing, but it really helps this channel out. Also, drop down to the comments and let me know what your favorite and least favorite Jiggies in Banjo-Kazooie are. If you hit that subscribe button and leave a comment saying, "I subscribed," I will personally reply to your message. Thanks for watching. Until next time.
Be sure to drink your Ovaltine. Ovaltine?
Can I please go home now? I'm so cold.